SonicStates.com.
Gary Numan, eh? Gotta love him. Those riffs were just amazing, weren't they? I mean, I remember when I was a kid, Our Friends Electric was probably the first one that kind of really came to mainstream viewing. Top of the Pops, Our Friends Electric, a synth artist. I mean, the thing about, there have been synthesizer records before his, but they weren't dark and moody and menacing like his were. It's very simple, but you know, amazing sounds. We've got a great collection of videos here. There's a really good interview with him when he talks about his early days and the fact that his first record was kind of thrown together to try and be punky because that was the only way to get a record deal. And now Gary Numan's having a bit of a renaissance. You know, his tracks have been covered and sampled by big artists. I mean, Marilyn Manson, Nine Inch Nails, Sugar Babes, lots of people are using his things. And it's being used in advertising, and you know, it's really coming to the fore. So it's good to see that he's back on top. And of course, there was the following of Numanoids, who are kind of weird, white-faced, dark-haired, ill-looking people with small ties that occupied the late 70s and early 80s. His contribution to music is kind of one of those things that's only been really recognised recently, with all these other bands kind of looking for material. I mean, he was very unique. I mean, he says in his interview also that he was only ever trying to sound like Ultravox, which is quite interesting. I mean, his signature trademark are those sort of towering synth riffs, and but mixed with live beats and guitars. You know, he really kind of amalgamated these instruments together into the pop music thing. There is, however, one dark point where it all goes a bit wrong. One of the clips we've got has got footage of Mr. Numan and Leo Sayer performing on Broadway together, and it really is a highness moment. I think you'll find it quite upsetting, actually. He's currently got a new album out called Jagged. He's touring with his band and playing big gigs to lots of appreciative people all over the place. So way to go, Gary. I really do hope you enjoy this collection. It's one for me, you know, it's from my era really. And please check out the accompanying article. It's got some interesting factoids for you Numanoids.
SonicStates.com.